You're talking about Naso in blue, top faceoff percentage in the ACC. The scrum, and Rachuza comes up with it. And Johnny Rachuza needs that for his confidence. Only one time this.
If it is, he's catching and shooting that rather than dropping it and not scoring at all.
Burt Whistle, the redshirt sophomore, 10 goals on the season. That one's ripped in. Cole Kirst, the captain. Syracuse up 1-0.
Oh, I mentioned it a couple minutes ago. Pat March and Gary Gate moving Cole Kirst from midfield to attack, and this is why. It's his ability to one-on-one dodge, use his hip, bury his shoulder into the defender, get the angle, and just catapult it into the back of the net. That's gaining leverage, that's power against power, and Kirst is fired up about it.
Goal number 7 on the season for Cole.
Unreleasable penalty, and that is not what you want if you're Coach Janowski and Duke, because this Syracuse man up is just so fun to watch. Get your popcorn popped, ladies and gentlemen.
Last year, Syracuse 14 man-up goals. 5 games into the season, 16. The best man-up group in the nation, and it shows! Ripped in by Jackson Burt Whistle. Syracuse doubles its lead.
Who else would you go to than the guy who leads the nation in man-up goals, and that's Jackson Burt Whistle. Known as a finisher, it starts with the ball movement for Syracuse. The skip pass to the top right, easy catch and shoot right in the wheelhouse of Burt Whistle. He buries it low to low and beats William Helm in that bottom right corner.
And in the first quarter alone, they went 2 for 2 on the man-up. Already 1 for 1 today. Burt Whistle scored that one. Thompson inside, low to low. Alex Simmons finds Twine. Syracuse up 3.
Well, that's what they've been working on in practice. The low-to-low shot, kneecap level, inside the post. They go inside to Alex Simmons, a guy that's really struggled all season, and he shows what he's been working on. Open in the middle, finds the soft spot, and sends it in. 3-0 Syracuse already.
Duke without a goal. Not without drama. They've hit 5 posts. McKenzie passes it off to O'Neal. Now to Caputo, one of 2 Caputos. Her dad's an assistant coach on the sideline too. Andrew McAdory, over 20 points on the season.
He's so fast.
Great slides, another one, but that one easy. Thomas Schelling, the Lehigh transfer, cashes in for Duke. And you thought at one point it was coming. 6 hit posts. Will Marcotte out of position. Duke fans can rejoice.
Finally, Duke's able to put one in the back of the net can. We've already seen 1 Lehigh transfer score and Cole Kirst. Now Thomas Schelling gets on the board. Kind of cleans up the rebound there. Right place, right time. Will Marks nowhere to be found. And that's an empty netter. So for Schelling, good awareness. And, well, there's nobody in there, so it'd be hard to miss that shot, but gets Duke on the Chusa, sets it up. He wins it clean past Jake Naso, draws the slide, Kirst wide open. You're not going to cover me? All right, fine, I'll shoot it myself. And he bangs in his 2nd goal of the game.
You think he's excited?
Oh, yeah. This is what he can.
Said that Syracuse, well, it's like the Buffalo Bills of lacrosse. Huge New Yorker, came to Syracuse with the intentions of starting, and he is.
Yeah.
Good move, split dodge up top. Fired in! Wow! Luke Roa, how do you do?
Well, making a 4-game point streak for Luke Roa, and well, this was quite easy. One-on-one dodge, wins down the alley, has the angle, and pings that top right corner. That was nifty. All right, Luke Roa involved in the play. Duke's gonna force Owen Hills to play some defense here. Or now they're taking him off the field, so they want to win the race. One-on-one, getting back in.
First line, middies on, and Ledman capitalizes. Duke strikes first in the 2nd quarter.
Garrett Ledman, guy that's had a very up and down career at Duke, started well his freshman season, then transitioned to defensive midfield. Now he's back on the offensive side of the midfield. Former 5-star recruit, 6'4", 225, and you can't give him that much space. If you're Sam Alexo, that slide has to be quicker, and you got to lead
zone. Spallina lost it. Back and forth for Zoli, picks it up. O'Neal with decisions. McAdory rings the piping in. Well, for the 7th time today, Duke hits a pipe, but that time it goes in the right direction into the back of the net.
You can't give McAdory even an inch of space because he will make you pay. But this is all set up by Brennan O'Neill. He fakes the pass. Look at, he had Landon Cleary looking for where the ball was. Then he finds McAdory open on the fade. Nick Kikemo leaves him open, and Duke loves it. They're fired up. They're bringing the energy. They're getting back in this game. That all started by feel it reverberating up here in the broadcast booth.
McAdory visited Virginia, Notre Dame, Michigan, Penn State. He chooses Duke. He chooses Jake Naso. And he chose right now. O'Neill, face dodge, scores! You can't stop him. You can only hope to contain him. O'Neill on the board.
Same thing we just saw, except this time Brennan O'Neill says, hey, I want to shoot the ball this time. This one's all me. He gets top side on Landon Cleary, and then I think surprised Will Mark a little bit because he just passed on that last play. This time he rips it to that bottom right corner. This is exactly what Brennan O'Neill wants. In his left hand, high to low, comes in and just buried him.
Roa, the freshman, with a goal today. Duke most likely switch everything unless it's Spallina behind cage. The best defender on him, the close defenseman Brower. Owen Hiltz, he's been quiet. Doubled, tries to get it to Spallina. Flags fly.
Yeah, that one was obvious.
Hiltz, the Canadian, rattles it in. An impossible angle, and Owen Hiltz gives Syracuse a 2-goal lead.
How did Owen Hiltz find a way to put this ball in the back of the net? The acutest angle you could possibly think of on a lacrosse field, but Owen Hiltz defies it. Caught the ball behind, waited patiently, and used that lefty dominance that he has to slot it in there. Here's another look at it. So the play continues after the flag. Hiltz catches, gets above GLE, and then finds that top corner. That's that box lacrosse background, the Canadian lacrosse background he has. The ability to... The game's getting more run.
Hurst. Cross crease. Alex Simmons with a goal, the Denver transfer.
He likes this matchup, which is Shorty.
22 new players on SU, this is one of them. On a Shorty, and Simmons pulls back, finds a teammate, 5-hole! Jackson Burtwhistle is second.
You can't give Jackson Burtwhistle any space. You blink your eye, and he's open. That's what happened there. He flashes on the crease, and what is Jackson Burtwhistle's MO? He is a finisher. So Simmons puts on the brakes, gets it back in his right hand. Look at the defender. Will Frizzoli loses Burtwhistle. Easy catch, turnaround, 5-hole finish. That is bread and pipes, but they've really been more efficient and taken advantage of some Syracuse lapses.
Syracuse starts with possession. They're calling a timeout. At 70 seconds on the shot clock. Big time shot, big time finish. Alex Simmons says, give it to me. Huddles up with his teammates, and the Cuse have scored 3 straight.
It's a shooting barrage for Syracuse. Pick a player. They're firing, they're scoring. This time it's Alex Simmons. We've already seen him score once today. He did so low, but he can also score high. Again, it's Cole Kirst. He wins top side, draws the double. What does that mean? We got to move the ball, baby. Somebody's open. Gets to Alex Simmons, and he beats William Helm high to high, kind of using his eyes, using his body to deceive Helm. He thought the shot was going low. Instead, it's over his left shoulder. Rather, very well.
Charles Balsamo, top 25 recruit in this most recent class. His coach says this level doesn't faze him, and he shows it. Might be college, but nothing changes. Balsamo on the board.
Coach Danowski says Balsamo's got that feisty instinct. We saw that right there. Sticking with the play, taking checks left and right, taking his defender for a ride. Gets it on goal line extended. First has his defender hung up, and Jake Murphy uses his right shoulder, gets position inside. No slide comes. That should have been a coma slide.
One-on-one with Sam Alexo, who was shifted from LSM to close defense. O'Neill finds its way through. Had to wait for a second, but Brennan O'Neill has 2 goals.
He's starting to come alive. You give him time and space, he's going to score. He wants that ball. Nice dodge from behind. Look how much room he has, Cam. There's nobody within 5 yards of him until he even catches the ball. If you're Dylan Seguider there, he's only a freshman. He's going to learn from that mistake. You can't leave the most dangerous goal scorer in the
quarter when the offense stalled. Right now the offense not stalling, but Will Mark is doing his best to keep his team in front. Spallina at X. Louis Spallina really a non-factor in that first half.
Yeah, really bottled up well by Kenny Brower, team captain for this Duke squad. Great on-ball defense in that first half, so Spallina hasn't had much opportunity to make an impact.
First on a shorty, gets rid of it. It's rifled in. Hat-trick time for Jackson Burtwhistle.
So while Spallina's been quiet, Jackson Burtwhistle and the other cast of characters on this Syracuse offense have stepped up. That time, Spallina held, kept the ball hot, kept the ball moving. Cole Kirst again draws the double team. Somebody's open if you're doubled. This time it was Jackson Burtwhistle, and he fires a flamethrower to that top right corner. This offense last year, he had to be the guy.
Swim dodge row up. Griffin Cook loses the handle. Syracuse 8 goals in the first half. Kirst trying to join the hat-trick party, and he does! First Hattie in an orange uniform.
This guy's a bowling ball. You can't stop him. He's so slippery, he'll roll right off you as well. He's a body dodger, he's got excellent hips, and he plays physical. 6'2", 210 pounds, right in your face, Wilson Stevenson. He likes to play physical as well, but Cole Kirst gets the angle, gets to his strong right hand, gets top side. You can't allow that as it
backs it down. It checks by Kakemo.
He's trapped.
Now Ledman free. 15 to shoot. He wants it low to high. I want to talk about a flamethrower. That had some heat behind it. Duke within 3.
Wow. How about the composure of Andrew McAdory? Bottled up in the corner, nowhere to go, finds Garrett Ledman. He runs in, Duke with some numbers in that situation. Low to high steamer over the left shoulder of Mark while taking contact.
Loses it. The double on the goalie held. Duke wants to move. Gray. It's O'Neal. That one goes in. So you're telling me Brennan O'Neal missed a wide open net. Maybe he prefers the goalie right in front. Hat trick number 23 on his illustrious career.
Maybe that's easier for him. It's in rhythm, catch, dodge, score. I think Brennan O'Neal's getting frustrated, and you saw him take out that frustration on that play right there.
Brennan O'Neal scores his first hat trick for Duke, and the Blue Devils within 2. O'Neal, number 23 in just 39 games, but the Cuse still up 2. Offsides on Syracuse on that far side. Brennan O'Neal, full head of steam. Williams his first. Goal number 20 for Dyson Williams. Duke within 1 off a costly mistake by Syracuse.
Costly chaos. Costly turnover leads to chaos, I should say. O'Neal catches the pass. Assembly line up ahead to Dyson Williams. That's going to slow it down and let the defense get a bit of a break. It's unraveling a little bit.
Under 5 minutes to go, third quarter. Ledman to O'Neal. Good check. O'Neal finds space and ties things up. Duke scores 3 straight. All of a sudden, 10-all.
How did he keep the ball in his stick? Brennan O'Neal absorbed the contact on this play, kept it in his crush, kept it in his mesh, off the feed from Ledman, beats Clary, somehow tucks it away, hides it from Clary, rolls down goal line extended, and then hits the top left corner.
Schelling had the first goal for the Blue Devils. That feels like forever ago. These face-off wins coming back to bite the orange. They've won 15 of 22. McAdory wide open. O'Neal. One dodge to Caputo. Great passing and a score. And that's why they're number 6 in the country. Duke from the depths all the way back in front for the first time today.
This is team offense from the Blue Devils. The ball goes around the horn. It doesn't sit in anybody's stick for longer than a couple of seconds. O'Neal to the near side. Owen Caputo, one more on goal line extended to Thomas Schelling, of all people, who creeps up from behind.
That's Duke's 48th shot to Syracuse's 18. Duke has taken 30 more shots than SU. Good spin, finds a teammate, Denenza cashes in. Duke is erupting. The third quarter theirs. The Blue Devils up 2.
And it's all set up by Charles Balsamo. The true freshman puts his defender on the ground, switches back to his right. The Orange lost in the middle, late slide. Aiden Denenza, bang, bang, right on the mouth of the crease. Nothing you could do there if you're Will Martin.
Big shot by Gray. Hilt, sidewinder, no. 35 to shoot for Syracuse. The Orange in a scoring drought. They've allowed 6 straight.
Can Spallina do something one-on-one?
He does! Incredible! And just when they needed him, Joey Spallina delivers. 1 goal game.
His first shot of the game. Quiet. Not even a peep from Joey Spallina until now. Gets his defender one-on-one. That's Kenny Brower. He's had his lunch money all day, but Spallina keeps his shoulder free, sets up his right hand, clears out some space, and finds the 5-hole point. Second Blue Devil ever to accomplish that feat.
Hasn't he been special? And
Yeah.
Coach Gates stressed that to us earlier in the week. There's no relaxation for Johnny Rachusa. You face stud after stud after stud.
Look out here, numbers.
Balsamo streaking. On his left, Ledman low. Mark a big time stop. The rebound is pure. Dyson Williams is second. Duke back up 2. Referees confirm it's a goal.
So this is when lacrosse becomes similar to hockey. And that should be nothing different for Williams because he has that Canadian background. So Balsamo charges in, forces Syracuse into a bit of a scramble mode defensively. Over to Ledman. He's got space for a shot. No. Mark makes the save, but then Williams has the wherewithal to scoop it up and then bang it in off the rebound. That's not a pretty goal, but it's a...
Roa. Great save. Hilt grabs it.
Should be a shot clock reset. There it is.
Reset back to 80. Now 60. So it goes back to 60.
Pat March is livid on the sideline. You can't see him on the screen. They get the reset.
Hey, I'd be too.
Yeah.
The offense was in some kind of motion, and the defense on Duke, they had an opportunity to rest a little bit. It looked winded.
Right. No, those are really dangerous points in a lacrosse game when everything's kind of out of control and there's a lot of energy, a lot of talking going on, and instead they stop play. Changes a lot.
Roa. With how possessions have gone, Syracuse, they might need a goal here. Not the shot you want.
No. That's a freshman just trying to make a play in Luke Roa, which you like, but not necessarily when it's a 2-goal game against the number 6 team in the country and 3 minutes to go.
Duke's defense has stifled. Kirst, wide open, scores! Number 4 for Kirst, the Orange within 1.
He will not be denied. If Cole Kirst wants to score, he will score. One-on-one near sideline, 6'2", 210 pounds, runs right by Stevenson and flings it in. Syracuse within 1, 3 minutes to go.
1-goal games at the finish. This could be the same. Kirst, he's open. Pass it away. Hilt, one more. flag flies right when Helm scoops it up. Max Rosa down for Syracuse. Actually, Alex Simmons gets up under his own power.
This is a big call here, Cam. That could be contact to the head, which would result in a 1-minute non-releasable penalty. So if Syracuse were to score, they would continue to have opportunities on a 6-on-5 situation should they win the ensuing faceoff. Let's see what the call is, though.
Personal foul on blue, 2-9, cross-check. 1 minute, full time.
It's exactly what it is. Big time call. And it's on one of the best, Kenny Brower, the captain.
So Hiltz inside to Simmons. Really didn't need to do it if you're Brower, because Simmons was on the ground, didn't catch the pass. And Syracuse awarded the penalty. Now that man-up unit back in the kitchen.
They move quick and score! Tie ball game! Finn Thompson, the freshman.
What'd they cook up? Little Finn Thompson. One-time finish on the crease. Canadian to Canadian. One fake finish. Top cheddar.
Beautiful. A play worked to Gary Gate perfection.
When Mike Adler had to make a clutch save right at the end of the game.
Will Mark, 24 saves. Duke along with that has hit 12 pipes. McAdory, 20 to play.
There he is.
They want it with O'Neal. A shot, Mark saves it. Save number 25. 10 seconds to play, Syracuse loses it. It's still loose. Who's gonna pick it up? It's Cuse. And that'll run out the game clock. We're headed to extra lacrosse.
In the hole.
McAdory moves quickly. Minute 10 to go in this sudden victory overtime. First to score wins. Under 60 on the shot clock. 7 seconds separate game and shot clock. Balsamo. The freshman wins it! Duke, its first ever victory in the Dome. 14-13 the final.
Smooth like balsamic. The topping you put on your salad. Charles Balsamo finishes it off for Duke. A game separated from not scoring a single goal on 2 shots against Penn. The biggest play of the game. Balsamo buries it and gets Duke its first ever win in the Salt City.
Will Mark did everything he could, but he couldn't stop the freshman. First ever win at Syracuse. And Duke puts last year's loss beside them. The 6th-ranked team in the country takes it in overtime in a thriller, 14-13 over the 20th-ranked Orange. What a game we had on this Sunday evening.